Hello there, very good evening and welcome to the news tonight here on Rajya TV, where we get you the day's top stories from India and across the world. I'm Tracy Shilshi. In the next 30 minutes, I'll be getting you that big debate that took place in Rajya Sabha on Kashmir and also all the latest from Rio. But first, the headlines. Rajya Sabha passes a unanimous resolution expressing concern over the situation in Kashmir. Home Minister Rajnath Singh rules out any dialogue with Pakistan on the issue. Government to convene an all-party meeting on the 12th of this month. NIA says captured Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorist was sent to India to take advantage of the unrest in Kashmir. Reveals that the Pakistani national Bahadur Ali was being guided by terrorist groups in POK. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Russian President Vladimir Putin and Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha inaugurate the first unit of the Kudankulam nuclear power project, dedicate the plant to the nation and Indo-Russian friendship and cooperation. And in Rio, Michael Phelps adds 2 more gold medals to take his tally of Olympic medals to 25. Becomes the most decorated Olympian of all times with 21 gold medals. But first, Rajya Sabha on Wednesday passed a unanimous resolution expressing concern of the situation in Kashmir and resolving to solve the issue through dialogue. Home Minister Rajnath Singh also reiterated that Kashmir is an integral part of India and there can be no dialogue with Pakistan on it. The government has also decided to convene an all-party meeting on the 12th of this month.
कश्मीर घाटी में लंबे समय से चली आ रही अशांत, हिंसा और कर्फ्यू की स्थिति के प्रति यह सभा अपनी गंभीर चिंता व्यक्त करती है। यह सभा बिगड़ती हुई स्थिति के कारण होने वाली मौतों तथा घायल लोगों के प्रति गहरी संवेदना और चिंता व्यक्त करती है। इस सभा का दृढ़ और सुविचारित मत है कि जहां एक ओर राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा से कोई समझौता नहीं किया जा सकता, वहीं दूसरी ओर यह भी अनिवार्य है कि सामान्य स्थिति और शांति बहाल करने के लिए तत्काल कदम उठाए जाएं, ताकि लोगों की वेदनाएं दूर की जा सकें।
After a marathon discussion on the Kashmir issue, the upper house passed a unanimous resolution expressing concern over the situation, resolving to solve the issue through dialogue.
May I take that this resolution is unanimously adopted? Yes. The resolution is adopted unanimously.
Earlier, responding to the discussion, which went on for almost 8 hours, the Home Minister blamed Pakistan for the tense situation in the valley and reiterated that Kashmir is an integral part of India.
सदन के जो भी विचार हमने सुने और उनकी फीलिंग्स को जो हमने समझा है, उनकी भावनाओं को जो हमने समझा है, मैं उस आधार पर और सभी के द्वारा जो ताकत मिली है, उस आधार पर मैं कह सकता हूं, डिप्टी चेयरमैन सर, कि दुनिया की कोई ताकत हमसे जम्मू कश्मीर को नहीं ले सकती। बातचीत का जहां तक सवाल है कि पाकिस्तान से बात होनी चाहिए, अरे बात होगी तो कश्मीर पर बात नहीं होगी डिप्टी चेयरमैन सर, पाक अधिकृत कश्मीर पर बात होगी, कश्मीर पर बात नहीं होगी।
Responding to the demand for a ban on the use of pellet guns, Rajnath Singh informed the House that a committee has been set up to look into the issue and forces have been asked to exercise restraint.
कि नॉन लेथल वेपन्स के दूसरे ऑप्शंस क्या हो सकते हैं, इस पर भी विचार होना चाहिए। और तुरंत मैंने आते ही एक्सपर्ट्स की एक कमेटी बना दी थी और मैंने कहा था कि 2 महीने के अंदर वो अपनी रिपोर्ट दे देंगे। फोर्सेस के जितने जवान घायल हुए हैं उनका नंबर है 4515 और सिविलियंस जो घायल हुए हैं उनका नंबर है 3356। यह जो निर्देश सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस के जवानों को मिला कि जितना ही संयम बरत सकते हो उतना संयम बरतें, जल्दी पेलेट गन का भी प्रयोग न करें। यही परिणाम है कि सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस जो इंजर्ड हुए हैं वो 4500 से अधिक है।
The government has also decided to convene an all-party meet on this issue on the last day of the monsoon session.
हम लोगों ने तय किया है कि जिस दिन 12 तारीख को सदन समाप्त होगा तो 12 बजे के आसपास ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग होगी जिसमें प्रधानमंत्री जी स्वयं मौजूद रहेंगे। वहाँ के सीएम से भी बात करेंगे कि यदि डेलीगेशन जाता है कभी तो किन किन लोगों से मिलेगा, किन के साथ उसकी बातचीत होगी, या ग्राउंड वर्क के बारे में उनके साथ हम बातचीत करेंगे।
The Home Minister also listed the steps taken by the state government to ensure that the people in the valley had access to basic facilities during the curfew and violence. With Vishal Daya, Bureau Inputs, Rajya Sabha TV.
And after 2 days of insistence by opposition parties, the discussion on Kashmir did take place today, and leaders voiced concern of the valley being curfew-bound for over a month and also sought the Prime Minister's indulgence. Opposition parties also slammed Pakistan for fomenting trouble in Pakistan and raised demands to check Pak-sponsored unrest in the valley.
Leader of opposition in Rajya Sabha, Ghulam Nabi Azad, initiated the discussion on the Kashmir turmoil in the upper house. Azad urged the Prime Minister to make a statement in the House on the ongoing unrest in the state. Pointing out that Kashmir was different from other Indian states, Azad said Kashmir government is dependent on the centre and central forces to maintain out law and order.
उस पे जख्मों पे नमक छिड़कने की बात कल हुई, जब हम चौथी दफा इस हाउस में मांग कर रहे हैं कि वजीर आजम को, प्रधानमंत्री को यहां आना चाहिए। कल वो कहते हैं कि हमारे चीफ मिनिस्टर ने बताया कि कुछ बोलना चाहिए। तो उसका मतलब हुआ कि हम जो ये सब अपोजिशन के लोग सदन में बोल रहे थे, इस सदन की कोई कीमत नहीं है।
Shamsher Singh Manhans of the BJP asserted that it was a battle between nationalism and separatism in the Kashmir Valley. He also urged the House not to overlook the problems of Jammu while discussing Kashmir.
7 लाख से ऊपर नौजवान जम्मू रीजन का होगा, जो अनएम्प्लॉयड होगा, ग्रेजुएशन, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन, स्पेशलाइजेशन, प्रोफेशनल डिग्रीज लेकर बैठा होगा। क्या वो गन नहीं उठा सकते थे? क्या वो आजादी का नारा नहीं दे सकते थे?
Ram Gopal Yadav of the Samajwadi Party wanted a stern message to be sent to Pakistan for spewing venom against India in Kashmir.
पाकिस्तान के द्वारा ISI और वहाँ के जो टेररिस्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं, वो कश्मीर के लोगों को, नौजवानों को ख़ास तौर से गुमराह करने की कोशिश करते हैं, बरगलाते हैं। तो असली मामला ये है कि जब तक पाकिस्तान पर नियंत्रण नहीं किया जाएगा, तब तक कश्मीर में ये शांति नहीं बहाल हो सकती।
Expressing concern on the Kashmir unrest, Derek O'Brien of the TMC said slain Hizbul Mujahideen militant Burhan Wani was more dangerous dead than alive. The TMC leader also asked neighbouring country, Pakistan, not to meddle in India's internal affairs.
I must tell our friends in Pakistan, straight talk. Please do not meddle in our internal affairs. Please do not shed crocodile tears. Please do not pretend you have any love for the people of Kashmir. Please do not give my country any bogus lectures on pluralism and democracy.
Asserting that the use of force will be futile, JDU's Sharad Yadav said the government must strive hard to win hearts of Kashmiris, adding that the use of pellet guns must be stopped immediately. AIADMK's A. Navneeta Krishnan also demanded the resolution of Kashmir crisis.
कई जगह दूर गए लोग, लेकिन देश ने उनको वापस लाने का काम किया है। हमको भी यही प्रयास करना पड़ेगा, इसके सिवा कोई रास्ता नहीं है। कोई रास्ता नहीं है, गोली से कोई समाधान नहीं होगा।
Among the people there is no difference. Some mistake is lying elsewhere. So my humble submission would be to this August House that where is the problem? Yeah, really we must find it out and remove the problem. That is the only solution.
Kashmir has been rocked by violent protests after Hizbul Burhan Wani was killed in an encounter on July 8th. Authorities continued curfew and restrictions in Kashmir Valley on Wednesday for the 33rd day in a row as separatists didn't relent on shutdown and protests. Kriti Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Meanwhile, the National Intelligence Agency today revealed that arrested Pakistani terror suspect Bahadur Ali was regularly being guided by the control room of terror groups with the help of Pakistani forces. The agency also released a confession video. The NIA's comments came a day after India issued a démarche to Pakistan over its continued support to cross-border terrorism in the country.
In a major breakthrough, the National Investigation Agency revealed Pakistan's role in instigating terrorism in India. On Wednesday, it released a confessional video of LAT terrorist and Pakistani national Bahadur Ali, who admitted that he was guided by terrorist groups in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir with the help of Pakistani forces.
Taking this point, Bahadur Ali further disclosed that he is part of a big group of terrorists who have been infiltrated into India by Lashkar-e-Toiba to carry out terror attacks in India. He stated that a group of 4 terrorists are also moving in the area to execute an attack in a village called Munibal.
Addressing the media, the NIA said the arms and ammunition training given to Ali conclusively proved the involvement of military experts.
Bahadur Ali was member of one of such groups who was directed to take advantage of the current situation in Kashmir and throw grenades by mixing into the crowd. Another very, very important point, arms, ammunition and equipments which you can see recovered from terrorists established involvement of military experts. When I say established, that means we have concrete evidence.
The investigating agency also informed that Ali crossed into the Indian site either on 11th or 12th of June along with 2 LAT cadres.
During communications with Bahadur Ali, when Bahadur Ali was talking to Alpha 3, he was there in India for almost like before being captured. He was here for almost a month. So he used to talk to him continuously. So during his conversations, Alpha 3, the person who used to man Alpha 3, had told him that Lashkar-e-Toiba cadres had been successful in fueling large-scale disturbance in Kashmir after Eid, subsequent to the death of Burhan Wani in Kashmir.
Pakistan, however, rejected India's charge of abetting infiltration in Kashmir. On Tuesday, India summoned and handed over a strong démarche to Pakistani envoy Abdul Basit over its continued support to cross-border terrorism. Terrorist Bahadur Ali was arrested during an encounter in Kupwara by security forces on July 26 in North Kashmir. A special NIA court remanded Ali into National Investigation Agency's custody for 12 days. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
On to the other big story we're tracking. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin, along with Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha, today jointly dedicated Unit 1 of the Kudankulam nuclear power plant to the nation. Joining the event via video conferencing, Putin assured that it was one of the safest atomic plants in the world. In the run-up to its completion, the Indo-Russian project has faced a series of protests, violence, repeated failures of the reactor, and serious concerns over safety from the nuclear experts.
The first unit of the Kudankulam nuclear power project was inaugurated on Wednesday jointly by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Russian President Vladimir Putin and Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha. Speaking via video conferencing, the 3 leaders hailed the project as a major milestone in Indo-Russia friendship. The Russian president described the project as an important event for both countries. He assured that the power plant is updated with the most modern Russian technologies and is one of the safest atomic plants in the world.
Мы присутствуем при начале полноценной работы первого энергоблока атомной электростанции Кудам-Кулам в Индии. И это большое событие и для индийского нашего партнера.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi called the project an important addition to the continuing efforts to scale up production of clean energy in India.
It is also a celebration of our abiding friendship, and it is only a start of our collaboration in this field. It is perhaps not commonly known that at 1,000 megawatt Kudankulam 1 is the largest single unit of electrical power in India. In years ahead, We are determined to pursue an ambitious agenda of nuclear power generation.
While Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha reiterated her deep commitment to the project, which she said she had made all through her 10 years in office.
The smooth commercial operation of this project, overcoming many obstacles, economic, political and social, global, national and local, stands testimony to the unwavering commitment to the project of the governments of Tamil Nadu, India and Russia.
The 1,000 megawatt Kudankulam nuclear power plant has been built with Russian expertise following a pact between then Indian Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi and Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev in November 1988. The first unit of the plant is already in service. It was connected to the southern grid and the operation of the first 1,000 megawatt unit started on the 31st of December 2014. The second unit is expected to be ready by the end of this month. The allocation from both units includes states like Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala, Puducherry and Andhra Pradesh. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
On to an update on the monsoons, and the Met Department issued a warning of heavy rains in several parts of Rajasthan on a day when Jodhpur became the worst hit by floods in North India. Flood-like situation has also thrown normal life out of gear in Kolkata, Varanasi, Jamshedpur, Gonda and many other parts of India.
Going from dry state to widespread floods, Rajasthan is witnessing heavy to very heavy rainfall in the past 24 hours, leaving many areas uninhabitable. Bhilwara, Chittorgarh and surrounding districts are the worst hit. On Wednesday, Rajasthan Home Minister Gulab Chand Kataria and other ministers visited the affected areas to take stock of the situation. Teams of Army, Indian Air Force, NDRF and SDRF are carrying out rescue operations as road and railway services remained badly flooded. Elsewhere, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, parts of Jammu and Assam continue to face a severe flood-like situation. Continuous rains pushed the Ganga above danger mark, posing a flood threat to low-lying areas of Varanasi.
इस समय गंगा जी एकदम बाढ़ आई हुई है और एकदम पूरा घाटों पे देखेंगे पूरा सैलाब आया हुआ है और पूरे घाट जो है जलमग्न है, आप देख ही रहे हैं चारों तरफ, और सब मंदिर पानी से डूबे हुए हैं, लबालब हैं और यात्री आ रहे हैं, जा रहे हैं, उनको आने जाने में बहुत दिक्कत भी हो रही है।
पूरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट के रास्ते बंद हैं, बहुत परेशानी है ज़्यादा हुई लोगों को, जो मालदार लोग हैं वो भी बहुत बड़े परेशान हैं, नाले चल रहे हैं, घर से बाहर निकलने की एक बड़ी परेशानी है।
However, in Bihar, the situation improved with flood waters receding in most of the rivers. According to Met Department, this year's monsoon has been above average with heavy rains leaving a trail of destruction in several parts of North India. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And here's a look at what else made news across the country today in Nationwide. An income tax department search at the house of Aam Aadmi Party MLA Kartar Singh Tanwar unearthed unaccounted assets worth 130 crores. Tax officials alleged that they uncovered the documents that show that Tanwar owned large farmhouses and proxy-owned properties through his associates. Tanwar is a property dealer and MLA from Chhatarpur. Minister of Personnel and the PMO Jitendra Singh today told Lok Sabha that the government will set up 2 committees to hire retired bureaucrats as consultants in various ministries and departments. He also added that if the appointment is more than 2 years and the salary exceeds 50,000 rupees, another committee will consider such appointment proposals. The National Disaster Response Force today decided to intensify search operations on the Mumbai-Goa highway a week after the Mahad bridge collapsed. Despite all efforts by the NDRF, Navy and Coast Guard, no body or remains of vehicles could be traced yesterday. But with waters now receding, the team is tracking the area through GPS, electronic sensors, sonar devices and massive magnets to trace the metal bodies of the vehicles in the water. So far, 26 bodies have been recovered. The Tourism Ministry today issued an advisory to all states to restrict clicking selfies in front of national memorials from the 12th to the 18th of August. This is part of the security measures that are being taken in view of Independence Day and Bharat Parv events. After getting inputs from security agencies about a high threat perception for Prime Minister Modi this Independence Day, the Delhi police has tightened the security system. Without a quick break here, we'll be back with more news in a bit. Stay with us.
Hello and a warm welcome to another edition of To The Point. What do you think is the real reason why no environment minister has been able to complete its term?
This ministry, and particularly the subject environment, it has become more glamorous.
People really want to hear you on the way environmental governance has taken place all these years, particularly during the NDA rule.
This British forest law, it needs not only to revive, absolutely new law we require.
Watch Minister of State for Environment, Forest and Climate Change Anil Madhav Dave in To The Point on Rajya Sabha television.
Welcome back. Let's get you all the action from Rio, and it's been another disappointing day for India at the Olympics. Well, India shooters put on another round of dismal performance while the judo and hockey teams also lost their games. Shooter Jitu Rai's Olympic dream ended after failing to qualify for the finals of the 50-meter pistol event. The Asian and Commonwealth Games champion finished 12th with a total score of 544, while Prakash Nanjappa finished 25th with a total score of 547. Rai earlier finished 8th in the 10 meters air pistol event on Saturday. India's challenge in judo also ended as Avtar Singh lost in the men's 90-kilogram round of 32 to Misenga Popole of the refugee Olympic team. Avtar Singh was the lone Indian in the competition and the first to qualify for the Olympics since 2004. In hockey, Indian women's team were thrashed by Australia 1-6 in their third outing. India were 0-2 down at the half-time, but in the second half, Australia upped their tempo to score 4 more. Anuradha Devi scored a consolation goal for India in the final minutes. The women's team is yet to win a match, having drawn 2-2 with Japan in the opening game and losing 0-3 to Great Britain. But there was some good news in archery as Bombela Devi Laishram entered the pre-quarterfinals of the women's individual event. She defeated Taipei's Xinxia Lin 6-2 in the round of 32. Earlier, she beat Lawrence Baldorf of Austria by the same margin. Deepika Kumari will be up against Christine Essebois of Georgia in the round of 64 match.
All of a sudden, it can turn around quickly.
Meanwhile, the record-breaking Michael Phelps extended his tally to 21 Olympic gold medals as he won individual and team titles on Day 4 at Rio 2016. Phelps comprehensively beat defending champion Chad Declos in the 200 meters butterfly event before helping his team win the men's 4 x 200 meters freestyle relay. Here's more.
The most decorated Olympian of all time, Michael Phelps, added 2 more gold medals to his tally to extend his Olympic record to 21 gold medals. The American comprehensively beat defending champion Shadley Claus in the 200 meters butterfly before helping his team win the men's 4 x 200 meters freestyle relay to take his career tally to a total of 25 medals. Phelps' compatriot Katie Ledecky won the women's Olympic 200 meters freestyle to claim her second individual gold of the Games and stayed on track for a rare treble. The 19-year-old, who had won gold in the 400 meters freestyle on Sunday, will now compete in the 800 meters freestyle, which she won at London in 2012. Debbie Meyer of the United States is the only other swimmer to have achieved the feat in the 1968 Olympics.
I'm just really honored to be a part of this team right now, 2016 U.S. Olympic team, and I can't wait to see what we can do the rest of the week.
In tennis, defending champion Serena Williams crashed out after losing to Ukrainian Elena Svitolina in the women's singles third round. The world number 1 lost in straight sets 4-6, 3-6. The Williams sisters were earlier knocked out of the women's doubles on Sunday.
She played unbelievable today. I've never seen her play this good. She didn't make hardly any errors. She did a great job. So it was her day today.
In weightlifting, China's Deng Wei broke the world record in the women's 63 kg category to take the gold medal on her Olympic debut. China also continued to dominate the diving event as the duo of Shen Ruolin and Liu Hongxia claimed the gold in the women's synchronized 10 meters platform diving event. In gymnastics, United States blew away the opposition to capture the women's team title with a record margin. US soared to victory with a total of 184.897 points, winning with a margin of 8.209 points. Russia took the silver while China took bronze. In the overall medal tally, the United States continued its dominance on day 4 as well by winning 3 golds on Tuesday and taking the lead to 26. China is on the second spot with 17 medals that include 8 gold, 3 silver and 6 bronze, while Hungary jumped to the third spot with 6 medals that include 4 gold. Meanwhile, on Tuesday evening, a bus carrying journalists was hit by gunfire on a highway between the Olympic venues. The bus was making its way from the game's basketball venue to the main Olympic park when 2 shots were heard hitting the vehicle. The shattered glass left 2 people with minor injuries. The police are now investigating the incident. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And staying with Brazil, but away from sports, the Brazilian Senate voted on Wednesday to put suspended President Dilma Rousseff through an impeachment trial. In a lengthy session that lasted over 15 hours, senators voted 59 to 21 to approve the trial. Only 41 votes needed to open the trial. Rousseff is accused of committing fiscal fraud to balance the 2014 budget. A trial is expected to begin in late August to early September. Opposition senators charge Rousseff with resorting to fiscal maneuvers that were punishable by impeachment. They are also blaming her decisions for the current state of the Brazilian economy that is currently facing a recession and rising unemployment and inflation. Rousseff's supporters, though, argue that her fiscal operations were perfectly legal decisions in which the Brazilian Accounts Court found no irregularities. Allies say that Rousseff is a victim of soft coup that's disguised as an impeachment process. And now let's take you through some more international news updates in Global Buzz. 5 Turkish soldiers were killed and 8 others injured after a homemade bomb exploded in southeast Turkey. The bombing was blamed on militants from the Kurdistan Workers' Party, with whom the Turkish military has resumed fighting since the collapse of a 2-year ceasefire in July 2015. A fire that erupted overnight in a government hospital in Baghdad has killed 11 newborn babies. More than 25 people, babies and women, suffered burns or smoke inhalation. Firefighters took around 3 hours to douse the flames. The investigation is going on to trace the reason behind the fire. Around 3 people died and over 1,000 others were evacuated on the Portuguese island of Madeira when forest fires spread to the regional capital. The fires destroyed around 40 homes and a 5-star hotel in the hills above Funchal. Thousands of firefighters were still battling to control the fires. 80 people were in hospital suffering from burns and smoke inhalation, including 2 in a serious condition. Hospitals in the particular area were also evacuated. And that's all we have for you in the news tonight. Thank you so much for joining us.